Just into us this afternoon, former President Trump has filed a lawsuit today against his 2016 opponent, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, the DNC, other high-level Democrats, too, for $24 million. The allegation, he says, that they tried to rig the 2016 election.
Because he cannot live without litigation, Donald Trump has filed a lawsuit, but this time it's against Hillary Clinton. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I am your host, legal analyst Adrienne Lawrence. Former President Donald Trump filed a lawsuit on Thursday against former 2020 presidential race contender Hillary Clinton. He also happened to sue the Democratic Party, among others, including former FBI Director Jim Comey, former British MI6 agent Christopher Steele, and Clinton's campaign chair John Pedestal. According to the lawsuit, Trump is accusing Clinton and co. of a vast conspiracy to malign his character and cast doubt on the legitimacy of his 2016 victory of the presidential election. The lawsuit happens to echo many of the unfounded claims that Trump spewed at his speeches and in media rhetoric. The complaint reads this in part. The defendants, blinded by political ambition, orchestrated a malicious conspiracy to disseminate patently false and injurious information about Donald J. Trump and his campaign, all in the hopes of destroying his life, his political career, and rigging the 2016 presidential election in favor of Hillary Clinton. Trump isn't bringing a defamation claim, mind you. What he is doing, he's arguing that this is some form of racketeering, and that's generally something used in criminal cases involving organized crime. So what does Trump claim that he lost as a result of the conspiracy theory advanced by Clinton and the Democratic Party? Well, audaciously enough, Trump claims that he amassed some $24 million in legal fees at least and lost existing and future business opportunities because of allegations that he had corrupt ties to Russia and Vladimir Putin. Now for some legal analysis. Trump's lawsuit is nothing more than another distraction campaign. Just yesterday, a bombshell report dropped in the New York Times. It confirmed that the New York prosecutors leading the criminal investigation into Trump, well, they resigned because the new Manhattan DA suddenly wanted to stop the grand jury indictment process. Upon resigning, the prosecutor, who's named Mark Pomerantz, well, he said he believed that the former president is guilty of a number of felonies. The former federal prosecutor, who specifically came out of retirement for this investigation, wrote, "To the extent you have raised issues as to the legal and factual sufficiency of our case and the likelihood that a prosecution would succeed, I and others have advised you that we have evidence sufficient to establish Mr. Trump's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, and we believe that the prosecution would prevail if charges were brought and the matter were tried to an impartial jury." It's evident that Trump was able to get a new Manhattan DA in place who would stop investigating him. And now that the news has been made public, well, Trump is now trying to distract us with some nonsense and janky lawsuit against Clinton. This is nothing short of an exercise in corruption and abuse of the system. Fortunately, there is still that investigation by the New York Attorney General Letitia James. But will that be enough to finally catch Trump? He keeps running into court, dodging her requests to sit down for a deposition and to subpoena information. So we really don't know if Trump will ever be in handcuffs. What do you think? Hit me up in the comments below. Also hit that like and follow button, and thanks so much for watching.